Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about a former Detroit Piston and Motiejūnas. Now, I guess he wasn't really with the Pistons, but he kind of was, so the technicality of that doesn't really matter. We're going to be talking about him more in this video with the whole drama with the Bol situation. I mentioned him in my videos with Bol, but I didn't really go into detail because I wanted to do a whole separate video speaking on Motiejūnas coming out and basically talking about the Pistons and talking about a grander problem with the NBA right now and how we handle trades and injuries. Now, before we get into all of that, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal will be 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also subscribe to my backup channel, The Flash Show Polo, just in case my main channel ever gets deleted. So we have a lot of quotes to get to. I'm basically going to put them all on the screen, and then at the very end of the video, I'll give a little bit of my opinion. But I don't really have too much to say because what he says in this, it's going to be pretty out there and not much I could say to respond to. So the first one reads, how many times will the NBA PA let this happen? I was failed on the physical and told by Detroit doctors I will not play basketball again. 6 years later, I am still here and have many years to go. They destroying young players' names and futures in the NBA by doing this. The medicals are done in the hospital. I am pretty sure it's the same doctor. Pistons went along with what their medical doctors told them. I am not holding anything against the Pistons. I am stating the facts that this has to be fixed. Pistons is just the team who already done this more than once or twice. So yeah, man, Motiejūnas, he really did go in, and not necessarily on the Pistons, but he spoke on this as a problem with the NBA PA in particular, but we won't really focus on that. We're focusing on the Pistons. Now, I will say this when it comes to the medical doctors with the Pistons, and he did mention that this has happened recently where the Pistons, we have done the 3 out of the last 5 times a player has been voided. It has been with the Detroit Pistons in particular. So that is odd to me that out of all the teams in the NBA, out of the last 5 times that this has happened, the Pistons have done 3 of them. I don't know if it's our trainers and medical staff being overly precautious or if it's just them doing a really good job with this. And then when it comes to Motiejūnas, you know, after he left the Pistons, I guess he still did play professional basketball and he's still playing right now, but he isn't really at a really high level. You know, after the whole thing happened, he was basically done for and out of the league. Now, I guess the fact that he was able to play basketball after he was voided by the Pistons, I guess that does defeat the whole point that we should trust the medical officials with the Pistons, because he was still able to play basketball even though the Pistons told him he would never play again. And this also, it kind of reminds me of the whole Kawhi Leonard situation with the Spurs. The Spurs basically told Kawhi Leonard he had to sit down, and then Kawhi decided to actually go get his own medical opinion from another doctor. So it kind of reminds me of that whole Kawhi Leonard situation. And then, you know, moving on to my next point, I just want to say that this is not a good look. You know, whenever a former NBA player badmouth your team, it's not really a good look on the organization, and it can, you know, hurt us when it comes free agency time, when guys are deciding whether or not they want to come to our team. So this could hurt us in the future. You never want a former player badmouthing your organization. It's a weird, touchy, interesting topic. Both sides, I would say, have their fair share of points here, but if I were to side with anyone, I guess I lean towards Motiejūnas, because the Pistons basically told this guy that you're done playing basketball, but that wasn't true. He was still able to continue and go on. So I'm not really on the medical guy side. Even though they are medical experts, I can't really disagree with their opinion. But when you look at this, it's like Motiejūnas still did play, and Mo Bamba most likely will play for another team in the future. Now, will he have chronic injury issues? That is still left to be determined. He had one in Oregon in college, which ended up getting him put in the second round. So we got to keep an eye on Bol to see if he will have any more issues in the future. But when it comes to Motiejūnas specifically, the Pistons were wrong here. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 4K, and I'm out.